A lesson in kindness and leadership. In a busy town stood a successful company owned by a wealthy man named Judas. Judas was known for one thing, above all else, his selfishness. He cared only about profits and rarely appreciated the people who worked tirelessly to make his business successful. Among his employees was Charles, a humble and hard-working young man. Charles arrived at work before everyone else and often left long after others had gone home. He never complained, even when given the toughest tasks. Every morning, Charles greeted Judas with a smile. "Good morning, sir," Charles would say. Judas barely looked up from his desk. "Get back to work," he would reply coldly. Despite the lack of appreciation, Charles continued giving his best. The unfair treatment. One year, the company made more money than ever before. The workers expected a bonus for their dedication. Instead, Judas called a meeting. "I have decided there will be no bonuses this year," he announced. The room fell silent. "But, sir," one worker asked, "the company had its best year ever." Judas frowned. "The profits belong to me. If you want more money, work harder." The workers were disappointed, but Charles remained calm. He encouraged his colleagues not to lose hope. "Let's continue doing our best," he said. "Good things come to those who stay faithful." A difficult time. A few months later, Charles' mother became seriously ill. Medical bills piled up, and he struggled to afford her treatment. Gathering courage, Charles approached Judas. "Sir, I've never asked for anything before," Charles said respectfully. "My mother is very sick. Could I have a small advance on my salary?" Judas looked at him without sympathy. "No." Charles was stunned. "Please, sir, I will repay every penny." "I said no," Judas replied. "Your personal problems are not my concern." Heartbroken, Charles left the office. Unknown to Judas, several co-workers learned about Charles' situation. Together they raised money to help him. Their kindness ensured Charles' mother received treatment and slowly recovered. The turning point. One rainy evening, Judas was driving home when his car skidded off the road and crashed into a ditch. His phone battery was dead, and the area was deserted. For hours he waited, hoping someone would help. Then, through the rain, a familiar figure appeared. It was Charles. Without hesitation, Charles rushed over. "Sir, are you all right?" Judas nodded weakly. Charles helped him out of the damaged vehicle and walked him to safety, before arranging transportation to the hospital. As they sat in the waiting room, Judas couldn't stop thinking. This was the same man he had refused to help when he desperately needed assistance. Yet Charles had helped him without hesitation. To be continued.